welcome back. I'm in my office today, which means that I'm about to do my makeup at work. So I've already gone in and used my Becca and Smashbox under eye brightening concealer, but I used it as a primer for my eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow palette I have with me is a quad from Pat McGrath, and this is the Voyeuristic Vixen little quad palette, one of my faves. And my throat is a bit scratchy because I've been sitting here laughing for a good like 15 minutes, and I'm going to share with you why. So of course we gotta start with context, right? So let's say you want to purchase like a power drill and a pressure washer. So I just went in real quick and looked up pressure washer. The first thing that comes up for me is Home Depot and Lowe's. What I would like for you to do is go ahead and search like pressure washer. Let's also search, what did I say? A power drill. Lowe's, Home Depot. But Sylvester Franklin, an older man in Georgia, in Atlanta, I guess he did similarly, and he made a decision to purchase the power drill and pressure washer from AliExpress. I'm going with this shimmer here. So I've never purchased anything from AliExpress. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do something else. One second. Okay, because I think I want to use that as a topper. Right, so we've all looked up power washer and pressure washer and power drill. Sylvester Franklin, love his name, he decided that he was actually going to purchase from AliExpress. Going in with this shimmer. And then purchase from AliExpress. I don't know why he made that decision. And AliExpress is like a subsidiary of Alibaba, which I think is like the Amazon of China. I have not purchased anything from there ever. I know some people have or have gotten PR from there. I don't know. I just have always been like, something's a little suspect here. Amazon is already suspect. So anything else that's like compared to it, I'm like, oh no. I feel like they were sending PR to everybody and their mother. It just seemed a little like, what's happening here? But let me know if you've had a good experience, because maybe I'm just like full of it. So Sylvester orders his power drill and he gets it in the mail. I'm guessing he was like, the package is a little smaller than I expected, because a power drill, like, it comes with all the like attachments and all that stuff. So Sylvester opens the package. It is a literal printout of a picture of a drill. So, you know, when you look it up, right, and you have a picture, so that they show you a picture of the description, you know, of like, here are all the things that come with it. Somebody printed that out and sent that to Mr. Sylvester Franklin. Listen, I don't even know how I can't get to the sense of it all. But that's not just it. So remember, he also ordered a pressure washer. Child, they sent him a screw. I am so done, okay? I am just like, I don't even know what emotions would come up, because It's just, what? Like, I wonder what Mr. Sylvester Franklin thought when he opened these packages. Because the screw was in like a small package. It was like, have I written on this yet? You can't see that. It was like a paper package. I don't know. First of all, I don't want to blame Mr. Franklin because maybe he didn't know about like I think AliExpress has like a D- on like Better Business Bureau stuff. Like maybe he didn't know and he was thinking like, this is a good deal, blah blah blah. I don't know how much these things run for, but I got my power drill from IKEA. It's one of those things. It's like, no, this is seriously too good to be true. You shouldn't be able to pay $40 for both of these. So Mr. Franklin is upset, rightfully so. But I don't think I've heard anything shadier than this. Look at me, I'm getting stuff all over my face. I don't think I've heard anything shadier than this. I've never. I'm going to go into the matte here. It's the only matte in the palette. Oh, I'm just gonna put that. I'm just gonna put that on my outer V here. I just what do you even do? What do you do with that? And apparently he's been trying to like contact them and they're just like dodging phone calls like we all used to dodge when the Jehovah's Witness would come in the door and want to talk about stuff. I feel like it had to take time to like print that out. Like you couldn't just go find a power drill. Like I feel like that would have been like, send him a part of the drill. Let me know what you think about that because I don't know that I've heard anything as shady in like a really long time. Like, how dare you gonna send me a picture of it and then you gonna send me a nail or a screw that's supposed to, how am I supposed to pressure wash anything with this? Am I supposed to take the piece of the paper and try to power drill something into the wall? The shade. I think I try to be as polite and respectful as possible with like customer service folks, but I think this one, I don't think I would be able to keep it together. You did not send me a photo. I'm sorry, not even a photo. It's a printout from the interwebs. You sent that to me talking about this your power drill. Even I know that that's not a power drill in my hand. It's a sheet of paper. But I also feel like power drills are typically more than like $20, right? Maybe he was trying to get a deal. I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvester Franklin. They duped you from top to bottom. And he's just on the news like, this is what they sent me. I don't know how that news anchor did not collapse into hysterical laughter. They're taking it so seriously because the anchor in the studio is like, yeah, you really have to be careful. And I'm just like, they would have had to cut to commercial. I don't think Mr. Sylvester Franklin's gonna get his $40 back. Now I'm gonna go into this shade and use it as a topper because it's like kind of one of her special shades. Oop. The one thing about Pat McGrath is that you can kind of count on getting some fallout just from like the texture of her shadows. But it's gonna be super pretty. So I feel like this is a scam that we can kind of laugh at, right? But there's another scam that, well, remember how the lady thought she was communicating with Brad Pitt and he was gonna like marry her and stuff, and he was like, I need you to send money to this bank account in the Canary Islands or something. This is similar in terms of the reaction of what, girl? Let me tell you about this lady. I think she's in Whitby. Let me check. Okay. Let me tell you about Joanne Whalen. I think they don't give her age, but I'm pretty sure she's probably old enough to know better. So she was talking to the news in Toronto. I'm not gonna put on my, the only primers I have with me are ones that are gonna make me matte. And my skin's been getting drier, I think due to age. So I'm not even gonna worry about it, about putting any primer on besides the moisturizer that I put on my face. But I am going to start with a concealer because I want to cover up some of that fallout from the eyeshadow. So Joanne, she is pretty much doing like a PSA. She's like, I want to tell you, I want to warn you. Oh, Joanne. Hold on, I gotta watch Joanne explain this. I just wanted to watch Julia explain it for herself. So let me tell you this story. So Julia like had separated from her husband, and now she was at the point where she was like, I want to start a new romance. And she said she had been going to psychics for like years and years. And she always thought it was like super fun and entertaining. So this time though, she was like, I'm gonna try something different because I want to start a new relationship, like just get out there again. So she goes to Psychic Julia. That's her name, Julia. And she tells Psychic Julia, I'm ready for a new romance. So Psychic Julia is like, oh, I see a man. And what's her name, Claire? Joanne. She was like, oh yes, there's a man at my fitness center, at my gym. And Psychic Julia is like, girl, I could bring him closer to you for $550. It's a deal. And so, why I keep forgetting, I feel like I just need to call her Claire, because I don't know why I want to call her that. So Claire is like, okay, here's the money. I'm excited. Can't wait to like get together with, I don't know, Chuck and Claire. And so the psychic Julia was in like, you know what, we need to keep doing, like I need a little bit more to kind of really help you, really like make this a connection, okay? And so she was like, just give me a little bit more money. And Claire was like, she transferred $12,000 to $15,000 to Psychic Julia. But then Psychic Julia was like, actually, girl, I need to get it in cash. So, so Claire started dropping the thousands of dollars off at Psychic Julia's house. Not even her place of business. her house, her home, her abode, the place where she lays her head. Kept dropping it off. Then Psychic Julia was like, also, we need to do this candle ceremony. What I'm gonna need you to do is go get some gold bars from Costco. That's gonna help. It's gonna help. So Claire goes and gets the Costco gold bars. First of all, I had no idea you can get gold bars at Costco. I think I'm one of the few people who doesn't have a Costco card or a membership, but my friend Tiffany, I know she had one, and I was like, girl, I'm gonna go with you next time. And now I'd be like, ma'am, they have gold bars? First of all, I'm not gonna buy one. What am I gonna do with a gold bar? I don't even, the money I would use to get the gold bar, I should pay a bill. Okay? Like Claire should have with all this money. So Claire is dropping off this money, waiting for this romance to blossom, and it's not happening. Chuck ain't paying her no mind. So then Claire goes to Julia and is like, if everything is going so great, like, why isn't the romance happening? I'm paying you thousands and thousands of dollars and I'm getting nothing. Does Claire hear what she's saying? Does Claire hear what she's saying? She says she felt mentally trapped because she was so scared. I don't know what she was afraid of. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I could potentially get myself into this situation. If it's like I'm paying and paying and paying, I'm not getting anything in return. I mean, I don't think, unfortunately, that bills count as that. Like, I'm paying, and this like student loan ain't going down. What am I getting out of this? But Claire gave Psychic Julia $50,232. What I don't understand is these people that be like, they be getting into where you get all that money just to give somebody. Where you be getting this money? I just feel like I am too broke to be scammed. I'll be like, I guess me and Chuck ain't getting together, babe, because but I'm also like, Julie, you could have just wait. No, Julia's a psychic. Claire, whatever the Joanne, Claire. You could have went up to Chuck and been like, hey, like, I don't know. I know that can be hard. Child, yesterday the guy came to give me the estimate for, I need to get my heating pump system fixed. If you have any experience with that, let me know how that went for you. Did you get a home equity loan, a home improvement loan? You just balling and you could just throw $12,000-$15,000 at somebody to bring in a 2-ton heat pump thing? Let me know, because I don't know. But when I tell you, the moment, so he called and he was like, I'm 13 minutes away. I'm like, cool, Mark. I'm here at home. So I had on my glasses. I put on like a t-shirt and some yoga pants. I'm just like, let me put some clothing on, you know, because I was in my little nightgown. So I go to the door, and I have like the regular door and then the full like glass door that Rose likes to sit at and look out and observe the community and give me the neighborhood gossip. So I go to the door and I immediately see that he's like, and I'm like, okay. I mean, this is how I wake up. So I can tell he's looking at me like real like yum, right? So I ain't paying him no mind. So Rose is trying to run somewhere because she likes to hide. And I had closed the door to the basement because I was like, you can't run there because we about to go down to the basement. So she runs into like the bathroom on the first floor. And so I'm just like, I'm shepherding her into that bathroom. And I'm just telling Mark, like, come on, you know, it's down here in the basement. So I lead him down there. And I'm like, here it is. And he just like holds out his hand and he's like, it's nice to meet you. And I was like, oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry. Nice to meet you, Mark. So he is telling me all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this means. Now it's like, are you lying to me? Like, I just want you to be honest. Because I was like, people be trying to take advantage of folks, okay? Especially women. And so I was like, if you lying, like, that's going to be between you and God. It's going to be karma. But he's still looking at me like he just wants to sop me up with a biscuit. And then he's like, well, let me show you the catalog. Is there somewhere we can go sit down? Or we could sit on the couch. So we sit down. He sits and then he like moves closer because, you know, he has to show me the laptop or whatever. And I grab a notebook because I'm like, I want to write all of this down so I can go over it. Don't worry, I'm going to get back to Claire and the psychic. And so, I mean, he's just complimenting me. I say that like that's bad. But he's just, what did he say? He was like, oh, you're so nice. You're so sweet. And I'm like, okay. What's this mean? And I'm just being myself. But sometimes myself, I think, comes off as flirty. Sometimes it's purposeful. Most times it's not. Maybe, I don't know. So, what did I say? He was so impressed because I was like, you know, I'm really worried about the cost. And he was like, oh yeah, I understand. Like, you just got out of college or something, right? Because when we were talking about it before, I was like, if the house isn't going to crumble in this moment, like, I need to just wait until the new year to figure this out. He was like, because you said something about student loans. I'm like, oh, no, I'm a psychologist. I'm like, it's just the payments are terrible. And he was like, oh, like, that's so impressive. I'm like, thanks. And I'm like joking about stuff. I was like, you don't have like a nice person discount? And he's like, you're so sweet. Like, he is looking at me like he is ready to like throw caution to the wind and be my lover or something. And he was like, oh, do you have kids? I'm like, no. He's like, how do you feel about, you know, like dating someone with kids? I'm like, okay, that's not a big deal to me. So he got 3 kids, girl. So we're just going on, and he's like, his family is from Guyana, and I'm like, oh, mine too. Like, my mom's from Guyana, my dad's from Trinidad. So he's like, we just have a connection on so many things. And I was like, so I'm in a relationship. Like, I need you to slow your roll, sweets. I'm just being my nice regular self, and you look like you want to make out with me right now. And he was like, oh, of course you are. You should tell him that he's so lucky. I'm like, I do. Gino, he lucky. Because sometimes he be getting on my last nerve. Just. We went to LA. Yes, I took G to LA, okay? Don't make a big deal about it. And he used my soap. Like, why are you using my stuff? Like, that's my soap. That's like my smell good soap. Like, now we both smell the same. Anyway, he knows he's lucky. But home dude is still like going and going and going. He was like, we should go to the movies. Like, maybe I can come over and we can watch movies. I was like, no. I mean, we could be friends, I guess. I'm like, I'm in a very loving, trusting relationship. But I'm not having you over to my house, Mark. But I did get $1,000 off. I was trying to go for more, but apparently, you know, my looks can only get me so much. And child, he was like, how old are you? I'm like, 41. And he was like, wow. He was like, I was like, you thought I was what, like 27? He was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, baby. Like, you doing a lot. Okay, you're doing a lot. And he's 30 and got 3 kids. And apparently, maybe he don't have a woman that he enjoys. But I don't know why people be... I'm a lot. Okay? I'm expensive. I'm needy. I'm fine with all of this. But you gotta like know what you getting into, okay? Like it's not all fun and games. Like on our first date years ago now, 2 years, whatever. Right off the bat, G knew I had no sense of direction. Because we were like gonna meet somewhere, long story, but I went the wrong way, so he thought I was leaving right after we met. And I was like, no, I just get lost even if I'm just leaving a parking lot. Anyway, I don't know how we got here. Oh, Claire trying to hook up with Chuck. So I'm like, Claire, you just gotta like go say hi, girl. Go take one of his classes or something. But she's like Psychic Julia, Miss Julia, I'm doing all this. You talking about it's going well. I got the gold bars. I brought you the money to your house like you a loan shark. And ain't nothing happening. So now Claire wants her money back because she believes she was misled. What you mean you believe you were misled? You were, Claire. I don't think there are any ifs, ands, or buts about it. 100% you were misled. First of all, you didn't even get your man. Second of all, you gave this woman $50,232. And you know what? If you was giving her cash, she don't got to claim that on her taxes. I don't think. Anyway, so the news people went over to Miss Julia's, her office, and it was locked. Because I bet you she don't really have an office there. But they called her, and she was like, she didn't do all the work she was supposed to. That's why it ain't work. She was like, I gave her the services that she asked for, and she didn't do her part of it. But if she has a problem, I am fine with refunding her. She's only giving Miss Julia back Miss Claire back $2,000. Apparently they have a payment plan arranged. I cannot. Miss Julia, you gonna have this lady just like cash apping you $12,000 and bringing you bundles of money, stacks and stacks and bands of money, and you are like, I need a payment plan to pay you back, girl. I can't. Miss Julia was sitting up in her house. What a scammer. Like, you can't put out bad and expect good. But, you know, maybe she don't care. She just got $50,232. Psychics be costing that much? Like, even the $550, I'm like, oh, that seems a little, you know, can I get a discount? That seems a little much, but I don't know. $50,232. What I need to do is contact Claire, be like, girl, all you gotta do is pay for this heat pump system, maybe the water heater, and then I probably need a new roof at some point. Girl, pay for that. Guaranteed Chuck gonna be all in your business. What I would do is go over to Chuck and be like, hey, this lady like you, and what I'm gonna need you to do, just help me out a little bit. Just go over there and talk to her. Take her out for some coffee or something. That's what I would do if I were a scammer and wanted to take advantage of Claire. Where these people be getting all this money? You ain't even mad that she $50,232. Do you feel sorry for her? You ain't got no friends? That's like, girl, that don't seem... She ain't got no friends. Let me finish everything up and I will be right back. So here's the finished look. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me know what you think of these stories. Mr. Sylvester Franklin and the picture of that power drill and the screw instead of a power washer, pressure washer, and Claire. And giving $50,232 to Psychic Julia. Anyways, I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Happy Black History Month. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.